Today, through the United States Postal Service, it is often cheaper to ship a small package from China than to ship that same package within the United States. Intuitively, this doesn't make a whole lot of sense, and so the nearest coast of China is more than 5,000 miles away from the United States across a very large body of water. A simple search of any one of a dozen or more websites helps to illustrate the issue. In searching this topic, the committee staff found numerous examples where small, lightweight goods from China could be purchased and delivered and shipped with shipping included at unbelievable prices, such as 99 cents for a stylus pen or $1.58 for lipstick. Prices like these cause the Postal Service to lose money on at least some of its international mail. And in fact, the Postal Service lost some $75 million on inbound international mail last year alone. However, this loss is not necessarily the Postal Service's fault. International mail rates are largely governed by a treaty drafted through the Universal Postal Union, a United Nations organization with over 192 member countries. This treaty covers the establishment of what they call terminal dues, or the amount of money that one post gives to another post for the final delivery of that international mail. Every 4 years, the UPU negotiates a new treaty, the most recent of which will run through 2018. And the stated goal of these negotiations is to eventually create a system that accurately reflects the cost of final delivery in each country. Under the current treaty, countries are generally classified as either target or transition. Target group members are typically the more industrialized countries, and transition groups members are usually more developing countries. Now, while the terminal dues rates between target countries are somewhat reflective of delivery costs, rates for mail from transition companies to target countries are not. This problem is exacerbated by the fact that the classification system for countries is far from perfect. Most notably, China is included in the same group as Libya, Kazakhstan, and others, making it eligible for higher preferential rates. To help combat terminal dues problems, the Postal Service is authorized to seek out bilateral agreements with countries to secure rates above the terminal dues level. However, in most cases, the Postal Service has little leverage with the transition countries to secure better rates through these added services like parcel tracking. As one example, in 2012, mail sent under a bilateral agreement with China only reduced Postal Service costs by 3% compared to the terminal dues rate. All of this has left thousands of American small businesses at a competitive disadvantage against foreign competition, not because of the price of the goods or the labor or anything else, but because of the size of the hidden shipping subsidies. With that in mind, the questions become, how can we improve this situation? Which brings us to the panel that is here before us today. Before us, we have key representatives from a wide array of interested parties, including the State Department, the Postal Service, the Postal Regulatory Commission, international shippers, and the domestic retail industry, all of whom have a clear stake in the long-term future of terminal dues system. I look forward in hearing from all of you, all of the witnesses, about our current situation and how it came about and what we can do to eliminate these, what I would say, anti-competitive trade distortions as quickly as possible. As a previous small business guy, the last thing I want to do is take my home field advantage and feel like I have a disadvantage because someone can ship it at a much cheaper cost from 5,000 miles away. So specifically, I hope the witnesses will share their ideas about how we can make the Universal Postal Union more transparent, how to reduce the amount of information on international mailing that is considered commercially sensitive and not available to the public, and how to improve the overall fair competition for international package delivery.